Hello everyone. In the series of Learning Database Management System, our today's topic is SQL database and SQL tables. So today we are going to discuss all the concepts related to it, all theoretical concepts. We will see the syntaxes, how to create database and table, and then we will perform the experiment and we are going to solve the problems using experiment. So as in the previous video series, I have already explained about SQL. If you have not gone through that, please go through that video. So we already know that SQL is a structured query language, and it is used for storing and managing data in relational database system, which is also known as RDBMS. So SQL database basically contains collection of tables. So one table or more than one table. For example, if I talk for a student, now maybe all the details related to students, such as his first name, last name, middle name, marks of different subjects, then address, then father's contact number, his contact number, email ID, different semester marks. Maybe it's all in a single table, or it might be like students personal details you are storing in a different table, then marks details you are storing in a different table, then once the student get passed out, the alumni record you are storing in a different table. So database works like a folder where different table collection of tables you are storing. So first understand how this database will be created. So first we will see the syntax, and then we are going to perform the syntax on MySQL, and we will see how the output will come. So whenever I want to create a database, I have to write the syntax create database and database name. Here, this semicolon is the statement terminator. Once you are putting this statement terminator, the compiler will understand that the statement is over and now this needs to be executed. So once the database will be created, you will get a message with query OK. So actually we are firing the query, and for creation of a database, we are using this syntax. Now, once the database is created, so for viewing the existing database, the database which you created, or if already certain databases is still in your system, for viewing those, we write the query as show databases. It will display all the database which is present in your system. Now, after creating and seeing the database, we have to use the database so that we can go inside the database and we can create the tables. For that, we have the syntax use and then database name with the statement terminator. So after every query, you have to put a statement terminator so that the compiler will understand that query is done and it needs to be executed now. So use database will allow you to go inside the database, and then you can proceed further. So all these three syntaxes now we are going to see with the help of the query. So here, as you can see, so first thing we want to create the database. So as I told you, the database creation will be done by syntax create database, and you have to give database name. Now, any name according to your requirement, for example, you are creating a student database, then you have to give the database name related to student. Maybe you are doing it for some customers of your shop or of your business, then you can call it as customer database. So according to your requirement, and the name should be friendly enough that whenever you want to look back, you will be able to understand that what's there inside this database. So here I'm creating a database. For example, let us suppose with the name person. I will keep the detail of some person here. So I'm calling the database as person, and for my convenience to understand that this is a database name, I'm putting the DB for database. So it's not essential you have to put DB, any name you can give, just for my understanding that I have a database with the name person DB. So all the details related to a person is inside this database. So I have followed the syntax, create database and database name with the statement terminator. Now when I will put enter, it will say query okay. Now, once query is okay, that means the database is created. There is no issue in the database. So to display the database now, the recently created one and all others which are there in my system, as I have already told you, to display the database, the syntax is show databases. So be very careful with the keywords, because if your keyword is wrong, then the query will not work. So check the spellings properly and then fire a query. So here for displaying the database, we are using show databases. And as soon as I will put enter, it will say all the databases which are present in my system. So all these databases are there, and recently I created person DB, as you can see. So this person DB is also there. Now the database is created. I know the database is there in my system. So what's next? I want to use this database, which I just created. So that I can go inside this database and then I can proceed my work inside this database. So I have to use this database now. For that, we have the query, or the syntax is use, and then you have to give database name. So I want to use this person DB. I want to go inside this person DB. So use database name is person DB. Fine. As soon as I will do this, my database is changed. Earlier, I was in the admin, and then now I am inside person DB. Fine. So hopefully this much is clear. We have created a database. We have seen the database which is already existing and the new database which we created. And then now we are inside this person DB. Now let's understand the other points. So after your database creation and is done and you are using the existing database, let's come to the different topic, which is another important topic for SQL, and that is SQL table. So understand this, that because SQL, structured query language, works on a relational model. Relational database model, or RDBMS, is basically, relation is nothing but a table. So the data or the value which we are going to store in form of a table, on that database only your SQL works. So it is the primary important point for us to understand how to create a table, how to create a SQL table. So first of all, understand each table is identified by a name, because whenever I want to fetch the data from it, or whenever I want to store the data in it, I have to use a name. So each table will have a unique name and it will be identified by its name. Table allow us to keep the data through columns and row. So like any other table which we know up till now, each and every table consists of rows and columns. So here the columns are also known as attributes and the rows are also known as records or tuples. Here there is an example of a table, as you can see, customer detail table, where the column, as you can see, customer ID, customer name, customer number, date of birth, city, these are the columns. And the values for those column makes a row. So here 101 Ram, the contact number, date of birth of Ram, Ram belongs to Delhi. These are the information about Ram. So this is maybe some company database where customer details are kept. So here, as you can see, for creating this in our SQL, we need a particular syntax of creation of a table. So as you can see, syntax for creation of table, create table, table name, and the different column. As I told you, customer ID is a column, customer name is a column. So how many columns you have, that many column you write along with data type separated by a comma. So for example, first column data type, so customer ID. Now data type is the parameter that specify what type of data your column can hold. It can hold an integer value, it can hold a floating point number, double number, or it can hold a date, temporal data type. So all those data types I will explain in the next video series. For now, just understand three important actually data types. Here, first data type is integer, which we are going to use. So integer can hold number, and for integer we write int, in short form int. Then for string and for character, we have this variable character varchar. This varchar you can give with size, that I will explain in more detail in the data type video series. So whenever I want to use a string or a character, I will be using varchar. Then another for date of birth, or for expiry date, or for manufacturing date, such date related data, we will be using date data type. So this date will hold the value in a form of dd, and YYYY. So first you have to give the days, then you have to give the month, and then you have to give the year. Fine. So for now, we will be creating the table using the syntax, and these three data types we will be using in our table. So for example, let me create a table so you will understand better. So already I am inside person DB. Now I am creating a table. Now another important point, SQL is not case sensitive. So capital create database or small create database doesn't make any difference. Only thing is the spellings, the keywords should be correct. So here I will be creating the table. So here create table. And then I have to give a table name. So let us suppose this is person details table. I'm keeping the person detail. So my table name is what? Person detail. Now, all the rules which we know about nomenclature of a variable follows here. You cannot give a name with a space. You cannot give a name with special characters. So in your C or C++ language, for declaring or for naming a variable, all the rules which you have studied, same thing we have to follow here. If you want to give person detail, only special character which you can use is underscore. Otherwise you give it together, then only it will be considered as a complete name. If you are giving person space detail, then it will throw an error. This is not allowed. So I'm giving the table name as person detail. Now this person detail, now in the bracket I have to give different column name along with its data type separated by a comma. Fine. So let us suppose my first column name for this table is this person's ID. Now ID I want of integer type. So I'm writing here int. Now another column I want for this table as the person's name. So here name I'm writing. And as I told you, for character and string, we use varchar. Now this varchar we have to give with a size. So let us suppose this person's name can be of 25 bytes long. So that much size I am leaving for it. Next, maybe address. So this is another column, and address also I will be keeping using data type as varchar, and I'm giving a little big size for address. So here I'm taking 50, and then I'm taking city for this person. City is also varchar. So here also I am taking the size as 15. Fine. These many columns I want for my table. Person detail. For this person, these many details I want. Now, for this person detail, as soon as I will put a statement terminator, compiler will understand that query is over and it will get executed. So if there is no error, it will say query okay. If there is any error, in that case, it will show the error. Fine. For example, if I will just do some mistake and show you the error. For example, I create a table with the name person. And here, instead of giving, let us suppose I forgot to put this comma. And here, let us suppose I forgot to give size, how much size for this varchar. And then I am pressing the enter. So as you can see, you have an error in SQL syntax. And where you have error, the SQL version syntax problem near name. So as you can see, what is the syntax problem near name? Here you can see between one column and data type, I have removed the comma. That is one error it is showing. So first, one by one, it will show error. It will not show all the error together. So if I am fixing this, still I have a problem. I have removed the data type with varchar in address. So now if I try to do okay, as you can see, still it has a problem. What problem it has? Near city, I have some problem. What is the problem near city? Here, before city, address is having a data type varchar where I have not mentioned the size. Fine. So like this, till the time you are not correcting the error, all the problems it will show you. Now we have already created the table with the name person details. Fine. So this is how you create a table. Now understand the next point. When the table is created, as you have seen, the query is okay. So to see that your table is created and with what data type and what attributes your table has. So to see the created table, to see the description of created table, you have to use this command. The syntax is desc table name, or you can write complete also, describe table name. Once you are doing this, it will display the table's description, which is also known as schema or structure of your table. So it will give the complete description, like what is the data type, what are the additional constraints you have applied, everything it will show. So the syntax is DESC and table name. So what is my table name here? Person detail. So here I'm writing person underscore detail. Fine. So as soon as I'm doing this, see the fields or the columns. What are the name of the column? ID, name, address, and city. So we have created ID, name, address, and city. Then ID is of integer type, other three are of varchar type. Then it will tell whether the null value is allowed or not. So there are constraints coming up in the next video series. So here, as you know, the constraint you can fix, like this particular column I don't want blank, so nobody can put a null value. This happens sometimes when you fill a login form of a few websites or Gmail or Facebook. So if you are not entering your name, then how they will be identifying you? So certain fields they make as mandatory fields, so the null value is not allowed. Now different type of keys, I have already recorded a video on keys in SQL. You can go through it. Different type of keys we can put on our table to uniquely identify each and every row. Syntax, in the coming lectures I will be explaining to put the keys. Now default, for example, let us suppose this person belongs to India. In fact, I'm creating a database for only Indian citizen. So if there is an additional column, for example, country, I don't want to insert each and every time country name India, country name India. Let us suppose for all the citizen of India, I want to make this database. Then how much manual work for me will increase if I insert this much each and every row, that to same value. If different value, I have to insert, but if it is the same value, then what we can do, we can give the default value, so each and every time you don't have to insert. So that also we can do with a constraint, and while creation of table also we can do that. Syntax also I will tell you in the coming lecture. An extra in case some additional constraint you are providing. So like this is the schema or structure or the description of your table. So this you can see using DESC or describe command. Now, let us suppose you already created a table. Now, if at all you want to create another table from existing table, or I should say a copy of existing table you want to create, that also we can do using create table syntax. So what it will do, it will create a new table with the same column and the same definition. So here, as you can see, the syntax create table, and then you have to give the new table name. So once you are giving the new table name, what will happen? A new table will create it as, and then you have to write the keyword select, because you are selecting from the old table. You have to give the column. Now, let us suppose all the columns you want from previous table, you use all the columns. Only 2 column or 3 column you want from previous table, those columns you use from, and the existing table from which you want the copy, that you have to mention. So like this, you can create a table from existing table. Now let's do this. So before that, there is one more syntax if you want to see whether I have any table in my database or not. So we already using the database. Now, if I want to see the existing tables, there is a syntax show, and you have to give tables. So show tables will give me all the tables which are present inside this database. So here, as you can see, only one table I have created up to till now, person details, and it is showing me that table. Now with this person detail table, I will create one more table. From using this table, I will be creating a new table. So this is my existing table. So now I'm creating a new table, create table. Now I have to give the new table name. So let us suppose the new table name is only person, right? So the table name is person. As now I want to select from here. So I will be selecting select. Now in this table, I only want to know about person ID and person name. Remaining details I don't want in this table. So what and all I will use? I will use column ID. Then what else I will use? I will use only the name of this person. Then what? I have to tell from which table I am copying this, from which table I am taking this. So here I am writing from, and then the existing table name. What is this table name? Person details. So here I am writing person underscore detail. Fine. So here what will happen? A new table with the name person will be created, where ID will be of integer type, then name will be of varchar type. Same table will be created. So as you can see, query is okay. Now, if I want to see this description or schema of this person, what I have to write? DESC or describe and table name. What is my new table name? Person is my new table name. So as you can see, this table is only having 2 columns with integer and varchar, and remaining things are also same as my person detail. If at all I want to see now how many tables present in my system, so I have to do again show tables, and as soon as I will do this, 2 tables I have in my system. One is person and another is person details. So like this you can create, or you can see the schema you can create a new table, you can create a new database, you can use the database, and from an existing table also you can create another table. In the coming lecture series we will be studying different concept and different queries of SQL. That's it for today's session. Thank you.